Assalamu alaikum. Right, Car Diaries Part 2. I'm with the brother Angry Young Man again.
We let go of that name. That name, we have to change that name.
Alright, so what we're changing it to? We're changing it to. Wait, hold on. I got it. What's the word? Man? Regenerate. Okay, not regenerate.
What?
Not regenerate.
Oh, come on, man. The camera's on.
Hold on. Relax. Hold on. Yo, we're not talking. Whoa. Relax. Not regenerate. But you know when you become a new you.
I don't know, man.
Alright. Anyways,
we'll get back to the name. Alright.
We're with the regen man.
Okay, the regen. That sounds even worse, man.
Is that?
That sounds. Listen, we'll
alright.
We'll have a discussion over the name.
We'll work over this. Alright, you were saying something just before, just before finding the parking spot. Yeah, you were saying something. You were saying after the feedback from last time.
Yeah, after the feedback from last time, there's no apologies.
What?
What I will say.
Listen.
We can't.
You did not say that, yo. I just want to say you didn't say that.
too much on topics that have already been discussed. If anyone felt as if they were personally attacked,
man changed as soon as the camera.
I do not apologize.
Man changed as soon as the camera.
I do not apologize because haq is haq. Therefore, it is what it is.
Alright. You know what we're gonna say? Okay, so we're not talking about that.
Anyways,
video. Right. So we were talking about a lot of things.
Yeah, as always. We have some very deep.
To be fair, you know the end of the last video.
Yeah.
I said we're gonna talk about disrespect.
Disrespect.
The disrespect of the younger generation.
Okay.
That's what we were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Right, go on. So obviously it's off camera. You can't see him.
You know, we all have younger siblings.
100%, yeah.
Some of us work in certain environments where you're surrounded. You know, work in education. Some people do. I personally don't. So, you know, we know how the youth are these days. And the youth really don't have respect. They don't have respect for their elders. And I think it's because their parents have not taught them about the very basics of manners.
You know what? I just remembered something. Talking about, I'm just going to dip into the last session. Yeah, talking about misogyny.
Yeah. There
was actually an assembly in my school regarding misogyny. Right? So obviously, I got some feedback off the guys and you know students and whatnot, and they were actually saying that the boys they got very bad feedback. They were apparently laughing at everything. So apparently the guy was asking the girls that, you know, what do you want, how do you want to be treated?
Yeah.
And I think one of the girls turned around and said something like a woman or like a person.
Okay.
And the boys apparently started laughing.
Okay.
So I actually gave him a good 10-15 minute talk.
Okay. Towards
the end of the day, and I was talking about how certain actions that these young guys do puts a bad image of the religion.
Okay.
Because they were all Muslim boys that were laughing.
Yeah.
It was mainly the Muslim boys.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, a few of them said, you know, I'm the guy who the girl does whatever I say. I was like, hold on a second, it doesn't entirely work like that. There has to be respect. There has to be a mutual understanding. Yeah, it's not just, you know, you say clean the dishes and she just goes and cleans the dishes. It doesn't work like that. You get me? And I think that pulled into the discussion of the disrespect.
Okay.
Of how, you know, how certain things that they have in the mind that they're just being very disrespectful.
Okay, so, my opinion, personally.
Okay.
Manners are a different topic entirely, and we'll get to that at some point. But the issue with the young boys now is that they've taken this pseudo-masculine ideology, because that's what it is. It is an ideology now. They've taken this from these little internet boys on your little Instagram, your little TikTok, and then obviously Tates, etc. And they think that is masculinity. And this is a wider societal problem, because masculinity has died. Real masculinity has died. And the only information, the only thing that these boys are being fed is this nonsense that's kind of just spewed by these internet guys that are just trying to find views, trying to find some kind of recognition, and it has worked. It's working. It has worked, but again, this is an issue that comes back to men within our own community not teaching the young boys.
100%.
We have failed. You know what it is? Not us, but as a people.
Yeah.
The Muslim men have failed our own youth.
Shall I tell you the biggest thing that I think about? You know, like say for example when we were younger age, yeah, 7 to 11, whatever. The guys who were a few years older than us, we had a lot of respect for them. Yeah. Like, you know, if we mess about or anything, we pretty much hide away and do it. Yeah. Or if they came around, you know, we stood away or whatever. Yeah. The difference now is these lot don't care. No, they don't care. Even if you go 3-4 years below us, they don't care. Yeah. They'll do whatever. And that little bit of respect, that's gone. It's, you know, it has gone. It has gone because, again, these kids have not been taught by their elders. But you know what the irony is? At the same time, it's a very... what do you call it, man? You know, the very outwardly Islamic, more Islamic now. I hate using the word Islamic. Personally, I think it's a bit of a facade, because the religion is supposed to soften your heart. It's supposed to soften your heart and approach with people of all backgrounds. 100%. And these young boys, they this is what I mean. Again, they look at these little Instagram boys and they think religion is about being hard-hearted. It's not. You know, there's a difference between being tough and being rude. Yeah, 100%. So, you know, someone can have different views to you. They can be a different religion, caste, whatever, points of views, everything. The whole point. Yeah, caste. Yeah, that's a big thing in your community, you know. Especially in... That's a racial stereotype over there. Okay, whoa. Caste is, okay, within the South Asian community. Okay. Yeah, no, it is. Caste, a lot of people take caste, you know, I don't know what, Chaudhry, Rajat, and what, I don't know, man. I've probably butchered that name right there, but you'll probably kill me later. Anyways, listen, so within all that, I've totally forgot what I was saying. See, this is why segues aren't good sometimes, because this is what happens. Oh, I forgot what I was saying, man. I was talking about, oh yeah, so that's why, you know, even within the Quran, our holy book, it literally says, you know, you go your way, I'll go my way. Yeah. You get me? And you can still be respectful with that. Yeah, you can believe in whatever you want to believe. You know, whatever you want to do, you do that. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Yeah. I respect you, but that's your thing, that's not my thing. I don't have to agree to it, but there's a way of doing that though, innit? These lot become rude. And they go, it's like our way's the right way, you know, sort of thing. The thing is, we have the best example, the greatest example of the greatest man who's ever lived, without doubt. 100%. And the young boys, they're not studying. They're just listening here and there. No, I think they're just looking at the clips more than anything. That's what it is. And they fail to look at the seerah. They fail to study about his life. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They fail to study his life, and they fail to study the lives of the Sahaba and the great men that came afterwards as well. 100%. And they're looking at the men now, and they're taking that as their example. If they spent more time studying the religion for real, their hearts would become softened. Their approach will become softened to the opposite gender, to other people too. Now, I'm not saying that the young boys should be free mixing and this, because I'm against this. So, you already know my views in the gym. Look, free mixing, that's we already know. That aside, it doesn't mean that you're rude to the opposite gender. 100%. You still got to be respectful. And that's why these boys have become lost. You know what I've realised? Because obviously, look, there's that thing of, you know, you think if someone disrespects you and you don't say anything, you become a less of a man or something. That's not the case. That is not the case. You do not need to retaliate. You know, they can, you know, be rude to you, whatever, but obviously they say a man is someone who can, you know, control themselves at the time of anger. Yeah. You don't need to retaliate. Why do you need to retaliate? It does not make you less of a person. You know, it doesn't affect you. You know, someone doesn't need to like you. It doesn't mean your life doesn't go on. You know what I mean? See, we should be more stoic. That's the problem. People don't know what stoic means. Okay, so guys, comment. You know what I mean? Comment. Explain what stoicism is. Yo, listen, just explain, bro. I'm not an English teacher. All right. Never am I. Never am I. Yeah, but I haven't done no English. You get? Well, I just like to read. No, I did do. Okay, English, so essentially, it's about understanding that you can't control the world. You can only control your reaction. 100%. And the best reaction sometimes is to be quiet. Is not to give your 2 pence, because sometimes it's not worth anything. And the young boys, they think that they have to retaliate, they have to answer back, because... And that's the biggest problem now. No, it is. But again, young boys, we should be looking at Marcus Aurelius and those guys as well, because you know what? Sometimes it's the way to go. And you know what?
I'm gonna make a statement now. Don't kill me, yeah. But within
The
our
guy's gonna
religion,
get me banned off
within
YouTube.
our religion, there is a sense of stoicism, and I'm not gonna say that it's an actual thing, but it's the reality of knowing that.
I already forgot what stoicism is.
It's the reality of knowing, right, that it is the qadr of Allah that has precedent over everything. Okay, that's what's in control. God's in control,
100%.
and we can only control our reactions.
Yeah.
And if we take that, like, just kind of knock that down a little bit, chip away at it, in our day-to-day lives, we can apply that to the way we interact with people.
100%.
Listen, people piss me off all the time.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, my head is raging 95% of the time.
That's why I call you angry young
but
man.
I just don't show it.
So I call you a stoic young man.
I like that one. Not young. You're not young because you know what? I'm older than this guy.
Relax yourself.
I'm older
By
than
how?
this
Okay, by how much?
When's your birthday?
Yeah, yours is October, innit?
Yeah.
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 3 months, bro.
That's enough.
Wow.
That's enough. That means I was on this planet 3 months more than you.
All right.
That accounts for a lot of time.
When did you start learning how to walk?
Before I was in the bin walking about. In the fields. Riding horses. Yo, there's pictures of me on a horse. When I was young.
I thought you were born and your parents just put you on a horse.
That's it.
Ride.
That's it. Go, come back. You don't know about these ones. This is why I love horses. This is why I love This is why I love the countryside. This is why I love nature, because it's in my blood. Anyways.
Okay. Get back to topic.
What was I saying before? This is your fault. See, I've just trained and I've just had a crazy session and my body is broken down.
Yes, and we both.
And he's hitting these segues.
We both.
And I'm forgetting the topic. Anyways, as I was saying, stoicism.
Alright, but one more time, just explain to me what that means.
Okay, it's about learning to control your reactions and knowing that you can't control everything.
See, my memory is usually not that bad, but like I said, you know, I've been pumping iron. Pumping.
Okay. But
obviously, I'm not in 40s like you, G. Relax. I'm not about age here.
Yeah. He's talking about shoulder press. Strict.
Alright, okay, carry on with
dumbbells,
your
each hand.
Stoicism.
Anyways, so yeah, man. The young boys, we should be learning about these things because it's really important for our development.
Respect isn't, you know, something, you know, just because someone's being disrespectful, you don't need to be disrespectful.
I'm gonna say something crazy here, yeah. So a lot of these young kids in their own households, I'm just gonna assume here that they come from strong religious backgrounds. The majority of them.
Okay.
The majority of kids you work with, they come from strong religious backgrounds, right? The parents are probably at home teaching them about Quran, about all of these, about Sunnah, all of these different things within the religion. But then they fail to teach them about manners because they think that they've done enough. So they send them out into the world and they think they're going to pick this up at school, good manners at school.
Okay, but you know what my problem with that is, yeah? The kid, one thing I've realized, the kids, how they are in front of their parents is not the same.
No, this is what I'm saying.
So how are the parents, you can't really tell though. How are the parents going to know what they're doing?
Because it's bad parenting. It's bad parenting.
Nah, G, listen. And I shall tell you why you're saying that. Because you're not a parent. I am going to tell you.
I've got a young'un. I've got my own.
No, you ain't got a kid.
I've got a brother.
Listen, that's
it's
not
like
a kid.
my son.
That is not the same. I'm telling you. Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah, shall I tell you why I'm against what you just said now? Yeah. Until you have a kid, you will know.
Yeah, these old people, man. They think they know everything,
guy
man.
just said he's 3 months older than me. When you have a kid, bro, listen to me. When you have a kid, then you'll realize a lot of things. Because look, a lot of people, before they have a kid, they say, oh, why is the dad being like that or the mum being like that? If I was the parent, I would have done this. Or you're doing this wrong with your kid. These people shut your mouth. You get me? You ain't got a kid, bruv.
He's talking to me when he's saying this. And
no, I'm not talking to him. I'm not talking. You ain't got a kid. You get me? So you can't be saying that. Now, pause. Yeah? It's about the kids' group of people that they're chilling with. Okay? Now, yes, the parents, what they can do.
But then again, parents should have more control over these things.
What parents, when they're in school, how are they going to control the kids?
Because listen, when you're teaching them right from wrong, they know to stay away from a certain type of person.
Yeah, but I don't mean... Not
personally, listen,
okay, you're telling
if anyone's got young kids out there, this is what my advice to you, right, is if you've got brothers or if you're women and you've got sisters and that, right, like, you know, not related, but other people, and you know that they're good people, they're good stock, Okay, the good start, stable household, etc., etc. Right? Make sure that your friends befriend their kids. Your kids befriend their kids, because you know what kind of household they come from. You know what kind of values that they're gonna have.
Yeah, but listen, outside influence is crazy.
But you should be limiting that.
Outside, you can't limit it in school.
You should be limiting that.
You know what? That's one. It's a conversation, but I'm telling you, it is. You can do everything, yeah, and then you pray to the Lord that, you know, hopefully this kid knows enough. I've done my best, and he decides to go and, you know, choose the right thing.
Put more time to this child so they know right from wrong.
All right, listen. I'm not talking about. You're telling me as a kid. Yeah, you know, your parents have told you certain things not to do, do whatever. Yeah. And you're telling me you went outside and you didn't do anything wrong. I
was a good boy and I still have a very good reputation.
Shut your mouth, blood!
Even at my age, I've got a very good reputation.
I'm not on about that. I'm not on about anything stupid here. It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be absolutely anything. You're telling me, word for word, you didn't do nothing wrong.
I did nothing wrong. The streets
only you can see
vouch
his face.
For me. Okay,
if everyone, only you can see his face.
I can be vouched for. I can be vouched for.
Right, regardless, listen.
Right, because you know
that's
why?
That's one thing I'm against.
Alhamdulillah,
about what you say.
My family, right?
Allahumma barik, mashallah.
They instilled those values into me from very early, about honor, about respect.
I'm not about honor and respect here now.
Right?
I'm on
about who to be around and who not to be around, from right from wrong.
Listen.
About all of these things. Now, okay, I grew up wherever I grew up, okay? Yeah, and I was around a lot of stuff. You saw a lot of stuff. I'm
not about drugs or anything like that.
No, but okay, but you're around a lot of stuff, but you know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what's right and what's wrong. Because those conversations are had at home.
Okay, you're saying you never, you know, parents say don't litter. You're telling me you've never littered in your life?
I never said don't litter, man. Come on, man. There's bigger issues in the world, bro. Bigger issues in the world, man. You just know not to litter. Just bigger issues in the world.
Yo, listen. Alright, I'm not, okay, you know what? Let's forget that now. But regardless,
it's embarrassing now.
If you ain't got a kid, don't say nothing until you have one.
But listen, us childless people, us unmarried people, we're able to make observations.
Okay.
Observations, and those observations come from a place of intelligence. Okay.
I make observations every day.
And what have you observed?
I have observed a lot in life.
Such as?
Things that everything can't be said.
You're being very surface level right now.
What do you mean?
What does this mean? This means nothing.
What does this mean?
You're not saying anything that means anything.
I'm saying a lot.
Back to the topic.
Right, okay. Respectio.
Respect.
You know what, listen. Especially, I'm gonna aim this towards the young guys, There's a lot of things, right? First of all, within the religion, there's already a lot of stuff, you know, you could do. Anything you do always gets reconnected back to religion. So you need to watch out for how, especially if you're gonna, you know, dress with a thobe, jubba, whatever you wanna call it.
This is, you know what, this to me is comical to me. What? When I see the boys dressing in thobes, it's comical to me, especially if it's not, like, if you're not going to the masjid. Okay, you're not going to the masjid. You're just out and about wearing a thobe. That's comical to me because
but why?
I'm trying to. Because what kind of facade are you? What type of facade are you trying to portray? And for who are you trying to portray this facade for?
No, okay, true.
You're trying to make yourself look outwardly religious, and for what reason?
As in,
this is not.
I'm not against. As in, if you're gonna wear it, of course wear it. It's a nice Islamic thing. You wear it. But I think with wearing it, it's the exact same thing as, you know, women wearing a hijab. If you're gonna wear a hijab,
nah, it's not. Yo, you lot need to get onto this.
Hold on. You didn't let me finish, bro.
Wow.
It's like when a woman wears a hijab, you got this thing where you're wearing a hijab. You need to watch what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you wanna wear a jubba or a thobe, you should be watching what you do. You're wearing an Islamic dress thing.
All right. What about if I say the thobe is not an Islamic dress? There's priests that wear that too.
Wait, I'm not about
that wear that too. Whereas the hijab was prescribed
wear a thobe
for the Muslim women, so it's different.
I'm not saying that.
It's different.
You're not letting me talk.
Now look at him. Look at him sweating now. He didn't sweat like this in the gym.
I'm not even sweating. Listen, relax. Yo, he's got a shiny forehead right now. Listen.
I'm bold. I am.
Okay. Alright, listen.
Yeah, a shiny forehead.
No, listen. So basically, I didn't say head, I said forehead.
No, okay.
Alright, listen, man. You're making me forget. No, this, like, right now, a jubba or a thobe is associated.
Okay.
Within this,
Not
like
the correct
a Muslim.
word, but we'll let it pass.
It is associated.
Okay, sure.
With a Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah, you see all these people doing, I can't say Alan snack bars. What they're wearing.
Okay. Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
They see, okay, you see a brother walking with the jubba, you automatically think that's a Muslim.
Not really.
They do.
Might be kid. Wearing a dress. We live in 2024, mate.
Yo, listen.
Society is what it is.
Alright, okay. It is though. But
Okay.
I'm saying you need to, okay, let's take it back a bit, yeah?
Yeah, he's gonna cut that bit out.
Regardless, you definitely cut in whatever he just said. I might just bleep it out. Anyways, regardless, what it is, it's you're putting a persona on. You should watch what you're doing.
Okay.
Even though you should be watching what you're doing,
No,
anyway,
no, I
but
agree
if you're
with that.
gonna
I
like
agree with
put
that.
something on that's gonna say I'm a Muslim,
Yeah.
you know, be careful of what you're doing. Because that's why every non-Muslim I speak to, I always say, do not look at the people around you. Read the book for itself. And, you know, don't look at all these people around you might think, you know, because they're not the best of people.
No, of course. 100%.
Like, humans are made, you know, the whole reason humans are made are to make mistakes and then go back to Allah anyway.
Okay.
You get me? So, you know, there's a lot of us doing wrong things. Every single one of us.
No, 100%. No one's infallible.
Some sort of, what's the word, man? I don't know. I'm running out of words. But, you know, some sort of wrongdoings we do. Everyone does some sort of something.
No, 100%. No, that is a given.
So, like, you know, we're not perfect. We're not made to be perfect. But you need to try your best.
Basics, though, respect and good manners are the very basics.
Basics.
Listen, you don't need to be a Muslim to have good manners.
Oh, 100%.
You don't need to be
100%.
a Muslim to have respect for other people.
And just because the other person is not Muslim or is not religious or whatever,
it's not a means
that
for
does
you
not
to
mean
disrespect for them at all.
like you're told to be, you know, good to your neighbors. It's even in the Bible, they what good to thy neighbor or something.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, so it's like, you know, you regardless of what they are, you be good to your neighbors. You be good to your peers.
You be good with other people. You be good to other people. Ultimately, you be tolerant of everyone, regardless
but that's
of
another
race,
thing. The
religion,
tolerance level is
gender. Doesn't matter what it is.
Down.
It is because again, these young boys are not looking upon the examples we have, but are looking at nonsense and letting that seep into their minds, and it's poisoning them. Big difference. See, you young boys over here, let me give you some advice. The sunnah is victory. Whatever it is. The smallest thing,
Smile.
whatever it might be. The sunnah is victory. You should see it as the success of everything, of life. The smallest of things, the biggest of things. It doesn't matter what it is. If we look upon this sunnah, we will be successful. In every single aspect. In terms of ourselves, in terms of business, in terms of if you want to make gains. Education. Just mannerisms, personality.
You know what you just said there? I'm gonna make a segue a bit, and then you're gonna forget what you said. See,
Go on.
that is why. What did it say? What did Umar radiallahu anh say about a person with a big belly?
Go on, tell me.
He's a curse.
Okay.
See, that is why I'm on this journey.
This guy's eating.
Have you seen my journey?
How many calories is he eating?
It doesn't matter how many
Okay.
calories, right? But listen, you seen that picture?
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, it's good, man. Allahumma barik.
People-
May Allah
you know,
bless you with some gains.
People were taking the mic and they were like, "Oh, lady, oh, how many months pregnant are you? Did you give birth yet?" And then I said, "Yes, I gave birth to a new me."
Don't cut the video, man.